For the TLC lab, you'll need a few things, and my apologies for this close-up shot, but everything's really happening in a very small space, unlike the setups in other labs. So I'm just showing you a close-up in this video of the things that you need. And so what you see here are small test tubes that I have already placed the samples in. And what do I have as far as samples go? I have aspirin, acetaminophen, Tylenol in other words, a sample of caffeine, and a sample of ibuprofen. I also have a sample of an unknown. In this case, it's Vanquish. Vanquish happens to be a mixture of the first three, actually. It's an old sample, so there's a very good chance that the aspirin has degraded and may not come out quite so well. Other things you need for the TLC lab: you'll need a 150 ml beaker, a piece of 9 centimeter filter paper. You need 5 mLs of the appropriate solvent, and you need a small square of aluminum foil. This becomes a top for the TLC jar. First, assemble the TLC jar and take the piece of 9 centimeter filter paper, fold over one side of it, give it a nice crease, and stick it in the beaker. Curve it a little bit so that the creased edge is down. Get it to sit all the way in. Now, the purpose of the filter paper is to provide basically a blotter. When you put solvent in here, the solvent will creep up the paper, and that helps it put vapors into the jar, into the beaker, so that better conditions with saturated vapor in the jar. Here is the 5 mLs of the solvent that I'll be using. Add that to the jar, and I'm going to give that a few minutes to work. Notice that it has already started to go up the filter paper. I want to cover it with the aluminum foil. That gives it a little bit of a lid to keep the vapors enclosed. You probably will also notice that I'm working out on the bench top that's in the U. You, of course, will be working in the hood. I thought perhaps for the purposes of this video, this might provide a slightly better location.